Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
I mean, you talk about a career resurgence. In his time in Tampa Bay, I mean, think back, Mike, former #1 overall pick, Heisman Trophy, and then the Cleveland Browns, the team that drafted him, they pretty much said, you know what, we're going to move on without you, and it took Baker Mayfield a little time to find where that next home that believed in him, and since he landed in Tampa Bay, he has taken the opportunity and run with it. Back-to-back Pro Bowl appearances, 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns. If he continues to cut back on the interceptions, he's going to continue to take this Buccaneers team into the playoffs because that's really all he's ever done.
Right back to Irving. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
Down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 4. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Baker going to give it to Irving, and he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Tackle made by Nate Ladman.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 8. They'll go again here with Irving. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal, but I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. Into space. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, it is one of the most exciting plays in football. Rare that we see it. But when it all comes together and works out in a return for a touchdown, it is truly something special.
And it is, Mike. It is because we don't see it very often. In a world of the ever-increasing touchback, we don't see a lot of returns in this league. So when you get one, let alone one as exciting as that, man, it is fun to watch.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams move out to a 7-3 lead.
Rams 7, Buccaneers 3.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Second and 2.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On second down, a run with Irvin. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On play action, Mayfield. That pass complete to the veteran. Sterling Shepard. They get 14 on that hookup. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On second down, Baker. That's over the middle of tight end, Otten. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Second and 5. Mayfield to throw. Now, screen set up for Irvin. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
That's Ibuka in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll find the rookie out of Ohio State, Emeka Ibuka. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs are back within 1. It's 7-6.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Stafford going right back to Nakua, complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. Man in motion is Smith. They go play action with Stafford. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And a good job rallies to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
First down. 1st and 10.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
First carry here for Kyron Williams. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action, Stafford. It's out wide to Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On for the Rams field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams extend their lead to 10-6.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run with Irving. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. On to the 2nd, Buccaneers in possession of the football as they've got it 3rd and 10. Baker to throw. Going up top. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. Xavier Smith is deep for LA. This is taken at his own 30. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Open man is Parkinson. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
It's a gain of 37.
That is a big play for LA. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
This throw right side is caught by Adams. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And out.
That one, take it in. Touchdown, LA.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, that offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Cardi now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Rams are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6.
17. Buccaneers 6.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. To return is Tucker. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. It's Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Get this complete right side to Otten. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Give. This is Irving. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
It's 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. The Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10.
Jim.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to give ground and lose yardage here. Back to the 6.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They put Adams in motion. Williams gets it on the draw. And he's fouled up after a gain of a yard.
Taken down at his own 7-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he goes down dangerous right there, so close to the goal line. He is outside of the end zone, though. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
It doesn't get much closer than that, Mike. I thought with that last sack, they got him in the end zone for a safety. I think he was just short of the goal line. But now, think about where this next snap is going to be, and if you're the defense, man, you can smell blood in the water.
So a 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Cameron Johnson deep to return this. This will be returned from just beyond midfield. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. on the ground. It's Irvin. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Irvin's got a first down, still going. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
A pickup there of 19 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. On the handoff, it's Irvin. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. It's Otten in motion. White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will cut the deficit down to 4.
Buccaneers 13.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense ready to take over possession of the football. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll go with Williams. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Nakua snags it over the middle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
from the 46. Here's 2nd and 2. They put Adams in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Rams first down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
First down, Stafford.
Stafford's pass complete to number 17, Devontae Adams. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 19
And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Stafford. That's to Parkinson, open right side. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, and at the very least, got to come away with some points.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
A gain of
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
And this is the tricky element of these deep balls, Mike. You want to hit the guy in stride. You want the touchdown. You want the beautiful highlight play. But sometimes you're better off underthrowing a receiver than you are overthrowing them, because as we see time and time again throughout the league, an underthrown deep ball, more times than not, leads to a pass interference call.
That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 41 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he will go down here, but there is a marker on the field, and the defense may have gotten a head start on that
one. Still second down.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's in! Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Buccaneers will cut the deficit down to 4.
24. Buccaneers 20.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here comes Corum. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Rams offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Quick throw, taken in.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Give left side, here's Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Taken down.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. The catch made by Nakua. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
He'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Buccaneers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Trying to hook up with Cade Otton that time around. 3rd down coming up.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Here come the Rams as their offense drops back onto the field. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. A throw on the move is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Levante David doing his work on defense.
That's a gain of 3.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line to the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
And he gets this up close to the 40. Jacob Harris in there for the stop.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jamel Dean that time. All over him in coverage.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. The Rams punting unit coming out.
For the Rams.
And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. It's Otten in motion. Here's Irving. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Turner on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Baker to throw. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
It's a gain of
17 yards on that connection. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll run it. It's Irving. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain there of 20. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And the Buccaneer.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On play action, Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
A gain of 15.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 4. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Baker going to give it to Irvin. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up first and goal. Good running takes them down to about the 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bucs go up by 3. It's 27-24. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yards, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd down, they need 7. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throw on third down, Stafford. There's that man again, another catch. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work, and he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Mayfield. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On 2nd down, a run with Irvin. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On 2nd down, Baker. Left side to Godwin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down is Mayfield. This pass deflected and caught. And he's into the end zone, and they are making it look easy. Emeka Ibuka. Touchdown, Tampa.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bucs will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Rams offense ready to get back at it. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Back to throw. Stafford. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Stafford now on second down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it with Williams. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Stafford to throw it. That one caught by Smith. And he's going to have a Rams first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
26 more yards.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
He's got it at the 3.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
2nd and goal. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And he will score. Game on. Tyron Williams. Touchdown, Rams. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Cardi now to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, here comes Tucker. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bucs offense, and they're running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. This one on target to Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super concerned. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
On first down, here's Irving. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Mayfield. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Mayfield. Now screen set up for Irving. And good work here defensively. They force him out after a gain of just a yard. And now it's 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Buccaneers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
31.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense ready to take over once more. Now a first down throw for Stafford. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
2nd and 6.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They run over center with Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he will score! Game on! Davante Adams! Touchdown, LA! That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Johnson now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10.
Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A give. This is Irving. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Baker to throw. Over the middle, that's Godwin. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. They'll run with Irving. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Right back to Irving. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
On the stop.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll go again here with Irving. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, it's Irving. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Got a man! It's Ibuka! Complete! And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
On the handoff, it's Irving. Not much happening there, just a short game. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
2nd and 8.
To throw is Mayfield. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? The defense uses its second timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Now Mayfield. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they face 2nd down and 7. Baker gonna hand it to White. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to run for it. Here's White. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This